everybody, it's Paul Neeson with the Raw Life Health Show. Check it out. We got this week's featured guest, Jackie Graff of Sprout Foods in the Atlanta, Georgia area. Now, she's been making raw foods for a very long time, and she has one of the most amazing raw food chef courses available, the most economical one in the United States, if not the world, and I'd say probably the best raw food available in the world. We go way back a long time. I'll show you a clip of the video today, but if you sign up as a free subscriber to the Raw Life Health Show, you can go see part 2 tomorrow. I'm going to post it for 24 hours to Raw Life Health Show. Part 1 is up there today, part 2 tomorrow, and so on. But if you become a paid member, you can see the full video. You can see the full video right now, and you can see many other videos previously. So get on there right now and check that out. That's www.rawlifehealthshow.com. So here's Jackie with this week's featured interview as our guest. And post your comments and questions below the video, and have a great week, everybody. All right, everybody, here we are with Jackie Graff, and Jackie is the world's greatest raw food chef and my mother-in-law. And Jackie, why don't you introduce yourself to the Raw Life audience?
Oh, yes, I'm Jackie Graff. I'm married to Gideon Graff. We're partners in our crime, so to speak. And we met Paul years ago when we were trying to get somebody from the raw food leadership to come to Atlanta, and nobody would respond to us, and Paul was the first one that did. And so we sort of adopted each other. I'm his mother-in-law. Now, he's not married to my daughters, but so he's and so it's great because we have a really long connection to each other.
Now, you've been eating a raw food diet for a long time, and you have a nursing background.
Right.
So how have you incorporated the two together and what you've understand about the health benefits of eating
Well,
raw?
I really understand the body and how the body works, and it's so perfect to eat the raw food. And everything operates so much better when you do. People can get rid of diseases, they can lose weight. I've just seen incredible things happen over the 16 years. Gideon and I both lost a person. You know, I lost over 70 pounds. He lost probably about 60. And we both just feel fabulous now. We're able to get rid of a lot of the medications we were on. We were on high blood pressure medicines, cholesterol medications, antidepressants, hormones, over-the-counter sinus medicines, on and on, you know. So we're off of all of those. It's great to not have to go back to the doctor to get your prescriptions refilled. And so we did this for a number of years, and we started doing dinners. I started writing recipes. We had a cafe for a while. And since we've done so many different things in raw food, we decided we would do a certification class because there are people out there that go learn to be a chef, but then they don't know how to incorporate it into their life or into their business. So we teach nutrition science because you need to know the science behind it, and we teach raw chef and culinary arts, and then we teach the business side. And we also teach how to do consultations because sometimes people think they want to be in one area of raw food, but they really won't end up being in another area. You just really don't know what you're going to be doing. So this is why we developed this class. We charge, our fee includes where you stay, all the food you eat, your manual. We pick you up from the airport, so it's all inclusive. You don't have to find any other place, and it's $3,800 for the 3 weeks. We had a lot of requests for just 1 week because people's parents would want to come to the 1 week, and so we decided to do a home chef class that's 1 week, and so you can come stay with us. We sort of become a family during this time, and I teach you all the different things, basics that you need to know for making raw food for your family. I sort of gear that more toward the family and what your specific needs are rather than what a chef would learn.
So now you've been eating the raw food diet now for how many years has it been?
16 years.
16 years.
Right.
And you lost 60 pounds, you said.
Yeah, between 60 and 70. I quit weighing. It's just how I feel.
Well, how do you go from eating the standard American diet, overweight, on medications, and not only are you eating healthy now, but you're doing this as a livelihood?
Yeah. Well, you know, I have to tell you, the way we ate before, I used to be a gourmet cook. And I used to cook like Paula Deen. If you put a little bit of butter in, you just put the whole stick in. My goal was to make food taste delicious. And so, you know, I didn't realize that I was actually killing my husband until I found out his cholesterol was close to 400. And this sort of started our journey. This was during the time when they were saying that fat is bad and carbs are good, and so we were eating, you know, fat-free ice cream, fat-free cheese, fat-free, all this fat-free stuff, and we kept getting fatter and fatter. So it was not the best diet to be on. We actually probably were healthier eating all those other things because we didn't eat a lot of it. Sugar is very, very bad, and it's not the sugar in fruit, it's the sugar in Twinkies and ice cream and all these other things. So we were headed down the road to some bad disease. So what happened when we started eating raw food, actually my brother was sick, and that's how we got connected to raw food. He got well eating raw food and came to live with us a short while, and so we started eating raw food. We just thought we'd eat it while he was there, and then when he left we would go back to our, you know, healthy vegetarian diet. And it was it was healthier than what we had been eating, but it wasn't the best. And it just resonated with me, the raw food. You know, I just felt like, I mean, you know, why would you want to cook all the nutrients out of your food? And why would you want to change everything in that food? And the body doesn't recognize it as food anymore. So it made so much sense to me. But it was sort of hard at first because I call it my raw food depression, when you love what it does for your body, but you hate what it's done to your life. And so I knew that if I was going to stay on this, I had to have delicious recipes that I could entertain with, that I could take food places. And to me, the food is very important. You know, we eat really simple day to day, but I know that anytime I want to, I can make a lasagna or I can make some pie. And it's that freedom of knowing that you can have anything you want, anytime you want. It's just in a little different form. So this is, I think, the fact that I was able to put food together and make food taste good, no matter whether it's, you know, meat or vegetarian or vegan or raw vegan. I just have a God-given talent, and this is what I share with people, because I explain techniques, not just follow this recipe, but why did I put this in the recipe, and why did I treat it this way or process it that way. So I give people principles so that when they get out of it, they not only can understand other recipes, why, and maybe change them and make their own recipes. So.
And I remember when we first met, you were talking about what your plans were, and you held an event for myself, and we had Indian food.
Yes.
And the food was so great and tasted so much like the real Indian food, and you said you had just went to an Indian restaurant,
yeah.
tasted some of the food, and figured out how to make raw versions to that.
Yeah.
And now you tell people about your recipe books, because you break them down into
Right. I break them down, and y'all are just lucky that I really like food. See, every time I'd get hungry for, I love ethnic foods, so say Thai food, I love Thai food, so I figured out how can I make it raw? So you get the essence of that food. So I have a Thai book, I have an Oriental book, a Tex-Mex book, a barbecue book. I actually have 21 different books. One of them is fermented foods, because these are important to have in your diet. And another one is just all salad dressings, and how you make a salad dressing, what you put in it, how you balance the flavors of it. So I think this is helpful for people, because they don't need to buy a whole big recipe book with a lot of different recipes. They can say, well, you know, yeah, I like Italian and I like Thai food, or they like Indian food. And so this way people can, you know, pick the kind of recipes, and I say use those till you get bored, and because each one has around 15 recipes, and it's enough to keep you, you know, satisfied if you like Indian food for a while. And I just have a talent to make food taste good.
All right, everybody, that was Jackie Graff. Definitely check out the full interview at rawlifehealthshow.com. If you have any questions or comments, remember, post them below the video, and we'll see you again. Have a great week here on the Raw Life Health Show.
Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life, brighten up your life.